DoubleVerify looks at incidences of incendiary content, hate speech, etc., and we've been really focused on it recently during the news cycle around the elections. And what we're seeing is, in the last news cycle, so the last few weeks leading up to the elections, a 23% increase in hate speech, and actually in states and regions where there's a competitive governor or senator's race, it's over 30% increase in hate speech. So, unfortunately, as the political season heats up, so does the incidences of incendiary content and the risks to brands and advertisers being around that type of content as well.
So what are publishers doing, or what do you suggest they do, or how does that sort of the situation either change or it's just sort of static?
Yeah, look, there is no risk-free environment for advertisers to be in if they're in digital content. But what we are recommending is that they lean into tools like DVs and others that allow them to better gauge what kind of risk they're willing to take. So we're not making the call on what is good or bad. We're making a call on what is incendiary, not incendiary, and what level of sensitivity they have around it. So brands should lean into those kind of tools and take an opportunity to make the call for themselves of what they're comfortable in. It's a pretty highly charged election season. There's content that advertisers want to be around because it's important to people, but they need to have the tools to make the call of what's safe and what's not safe for them as a brand.
And the incendiary material is CTV, display, where does it?
It's across all venues. So, we look at display, mobile, desktop, etc. And content comes across all different types of channels, open web, across walled garden situations, etc. So at the end of the day, we look to provide information just about everywhere where advertisers spend. And incendiary content exists, unfortunately, in all of those different places.
So Mark, exciting news about Netflix. They're getting into the ad business. We don't exactly know where it's going to go. They haven't said much, but it was announced that you're going to be a partner with them. Just explain a little bit what that means.
Yeah, look, we've always been leaning very heavily into CTV because, like any digital media, it needs the same types of tools that mobile and desktop have always enjoyed. So verification and viewability, and that's where we're starting on the CTV front with Netflix, looking at verifying ad impressions, ensuring they're delivered securely, and then taking a look at viewability as well. So I think it's a base level of verification and confidence that advertisers are going to request from any digital space. We're excited about it. It's going to be a huge new venue for advertisers to be in, and like I said, wherever an advertiser needs to be, where ad spend wants to be, we're going to be there as well.
And Mark, finally, tell us about DoubleVerify. Kind of where you guys are going, how the roadmap looks.
Yeah. Well, we just started talking about CTV. We think CTV is a huge opportunity for us as not just viewability and fraud and delivery matter, as issues like brand safety and suitability start to become an issue on CTV as well. So we think CTV is a really exciting venue for us that we're leaning into, as well as attention. And attention really overlaps with connected television as well, because I think reach and frequency is really just one aspect of measurement on CTV. It's going to be attention, how much engagement and exposure people have on CTV, and how that maps against everything else. How exposure and engagement maps against display, mobile, linear television. I think, so CTV and attention are two major investment areas for us moving ahead.